Today I'm bringing you a bot to fully automate your model's Twitter accounts. This way you won't have to pay any attention to it. You can leave everything completely delegated and automated, and you'll be able to focus on other social networks. I hope you like the bot I uploaded about. In the end, the idea is to bring and provide this YouTube channel with as much value as possible, value that currently doesn't exist in the Spanish-speaking OnlyFans management community. I'll always try to bring content that you can't find elsewhere. In this case, this bot is honestly insane. I'm going to show you now in detail exactly how everything works and how, well, the few people I've been working with for a few weeks now have been testing it out. And that way you yourselves can really decide if you're interested or not in starting to apply all this artificial intelligence to these accounts. So how does this bot work and what features does it have? Well, currently what it does is that it pretends to be the model. You can train it, and in this way it will be able to act completely like a real person. So it has functions both for replying to posts or tweets from other people, as well as automatically following other users, and also for posting tweets about whatever you want. That is, you yourselves will be training the bot so that it can do absolutely everything. In this case, we can go, for example, here to the tweet reply option, okay? And here, well, you'll see what it's about and how you can program all of this, all right? I've currently asked my developer, well, to assign these accounts to the agencies I'm currently working with, all right? At the moment, I'm only managing 3 accounts because I don't really want the bot to be used by absolutely everyone, you know? Basically, the idea is to first see how it works, do that market research, and now that we're starting to see results, actually bring it to the people who are interested, right? So let's take a look here. Here, we would select the account, right? In this case, these are the 3 accounts I'm currently working with. Let's pick this one, for example. And here we're gonna set the time interval in which you want it to reply to a tweet from the account you choose, okay? That is, here you would put up here the link to the Twitter account, okay? Of the person whose tweets you want it to reply to. You can put, in this case, I recommend any celebrity, okay? And then you're gonna set how you want it to reply. In this case, I recommend, since it's Twitter, you could use, for example, Donald Trump's account or some other famous politician. And in this case, what works is to make very controversial comments that push the limits, okay? In the end, the idea is to generate a lot of hate. But at the same time, if you're creating a lot of hate, it means that on the other side, you're going to attract a lot of attention, like a big magnet, because if a lot of people hate you, a lot of people will also like you. So ultimately, when it comes to generating fans, what works here are the extremes, right? So you can go for either political topics or sports teams, any sports team. Always try to focus on the United States. And basically that's it. Also, obviously, famous model from similar niches, like the model, as long as they're people with influence, okay? Here you're gonna set the time interval. Well, you can set it to 4-6. Normally I usually set it to 5 or 6 hours so it doesn't get too overloaded. And you can also set it to reply to absolutely all retweets. I mean, honestly, it's crazy. Here is where you're gonna train it. So in this case, this is the default text that, depending on the model, we're going to specify a bit more, okay? Right here, you can set how you want it to behave. I've set it, for example, to create rather controversial comments to generate both fans and haters at the same time, okay? But like I said, you can put absolutely anything here. In other words, the more information, the more specific, the better, okay? Since this is just an example, I haven't gone into much detail here. This would be one of the features it has. Now, let's move on. I'm gonna show you another option. This would be tweet reply. Now, let's go to the one for creating tweets, which is very similar. So here, you'll be able to directly set again the interval of hours between each tweet you wanted to make. Then you'll select the days. Okay, here you have the whole calendar. In this case, I have it activated for every day with the agencies I'm currently working with. And then the topics or hashtags, okay, on which you want those tweets to be made, right? So here you can select up to 200. So the more you add, the better, right? More variety, you don't add 200. In this case, I've put 20 here. Then other agencies want to be more selective and they've told me just put this. I'm telling you, if you contact me and want me to activate it for you, you have those options. Or I can do a study of your account and I'll set all those topics myself. Or another option that I also highly recommend, after all, you know your model better than anyone. You can just send me directly the hashtags you want me to set up in the bot. You can put the prompt here, that is the text with the instructions, okay? In this case, we'll put it in English, since I imagine you'll also want all the tweets to be in English. But anyway, you specify the language and put the information here, right? In this case, you are an OnlyFans model whose niche is gym girl and dance. So write me tweets that are for the clients so that they fall in love, subscribe to your OnlyFans, and so you can connect with them in the best possible way, right? So this would be the part about the tweets. Let's finally move on to the last thing it also includes, which would be autofollow, okay? So it would be around here. I have this activated for another agency that requested it. So the autofollow bot works like this. You can set the interval. In this case, I have it set to every hour. This works really well because in the end, if users see that a Twitter profile that looks realistic and attractive follows them, many will follow you back. Check out your profile. And a lot of people end up clicking the link you have set up on Twitter, which I imagine is your OnlyFans, and end up subscribing. So it's another good strategy, okay? You can also set it up so that it unfollows people later, so that your account doesn't end up looking like one of those typical Twitter accounts that follows 80,000 users, okay? I mean, you can set it so that after 7 days or whatever time frame you choose in this case, whatever I set up for you and you tell me, it will unfollow them, okay? Normally we set it to every 5 or 7 days, okay? Same thing with the number of days you want all this to happen. A keyword in this case, the niche was MILF, so we use that one. And then finally, that's it. This is the list of people who have been followed, okay? Recently, then, well, I recommend that you unfollow them. And finally, I almost forgot, in the tweet reply section, so you can see that the bot is actually working. You can really check the history and see, well, the latest tweets it has replied to. So we will go here and here, and this would be, well, the latest tweets. In this case, we deactivated it in February, but this would be the last replies it posted according to its settings, okay? So basically that's it. If you want more information and you want me to set up the bot on your model's accounts, or if you're a model and you want me to set it up on your account, I'll leave my Telegram. It's going to be on the screen the whole time, so you can contact me for more information. I'd be happy to help you. Honestly, in the end, the idea is to keep bringing more and more value to this community and to try to help, especially with automation. Since nowadays we have so many tools available, especially in the OFM world, very few people are actually taking advantage of them. And honestly, between this and the different bots that you'll be releasing, you'll see that it's really, really easy to make $10,000 with OnlyFans, and even much, much more. So I'll leave the Telegram here for you. If you have any questions, just ask me. I'm happy to help. If you have any suggestions for future videos, you can let me know as well. And with that said, guys, I'll see you in the next video.